Welcome back to the channel. This is Marcus Sniffles, and we're here to talk about the Colts and everything going on this week. Before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys something. About 90% of you guys that watch this video are not subscribed to the channel. Don't be a weirdo. Subscribe to the channel. Don't be part of the 90%. Be a part of the 10%. And let's get that 10% to 90%. So 90% of you guys that are watching are actually subscribed. That would help me out a lot. Cost you nothing, it's free, and I'd appreciate it. Let's get started.
Here, Indiana move. We from Indiana move. We some Indiana move. I'm an Indiana move.
Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And he lost the ball. There's a fumble. Who's got it? The officials say the Colts do. Great team win, baby. Lobs it way downfield, intercepted, coming forward and making the INT for the Colts in the back end. To see the Colts win Super Bowl.
Hey, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win!
Obviously, the big thing that's been going on with the Colts after last week and the last 2 weeks has been a lot of quarterback talk. We are going to get to that, but before we get to that, I kind of want to touch on Charvarius Ward and kind of what's been going on with him. Previously, when he had his second concussion, after he had his second one, he did kind of contemplate the idea of retiring. And I was kind of the mindset like, yeah, he's had his third concussion in one season. He doesn't have a history of getting concussions. And the way he described his concussions sounded terrible. Like, it sounds awful. Like, it's not something that I would want to go through. It's not anything I would want my family to have to go through, trying to, help me out through that. So I was kind of already in my mind like, okay, he's going to retire next season. So it's a good thing that we got Sauce Gardner. But he has, kind of come out and said like, hey, I'm not retiring. I look forward to coming back next year and playing and kind of being the guy that they brought me in to be. And that gets me excited about this team and the future. Knowing that and seeing how our defense played last week against the Seahawks by not giving up a single touchdown to one of the best offenses in the league, there was a part of me, most likely before that game, that wondered, should we shut down DeForest Buckner and Sauce Gardner and just save him for next season, or maybe even ask DeForest Buckner like, hey, do you want to even come back next year? Do you want to get traded to a more a better contender? And then I saw the way our defense played, and I was like, man, we played lights out. I don't want to rush these guys back, but I do look forward to seeing Sauce and DeForest Buckner back this season to really, really improve our defense. We also got some injury news about Anthony Richardson. Surprise, surprise, he's injured, but he has been cleared for physical activity, and he could be back before the end of the season. Now, this is going to be an interesting last 4 weeks of the season. If Anthony Richardson is cleared to play and is healthy, he should be the Colts starter. Like, that doesn't sound crazy to you guys, right? Like, I'm not by myself on this. Anthony Richardson, when healthy, is the best quarterback on this roster currently. He's better than 6th-round rookie Riley Leonard. He's better than 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. We all agree on this, right? I'm not by myself in this, correct? I mean, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. Anthony Richardson is better than those guys, and he should be the starter. They've already announced that Phillip Rivers is going to be the starter for this game against the 49ers, which makes sense because Anthony Richardson just got cleared. He hasn't been practicing and doing all those things, so I get him not being ready for this game. If a couple weeks go on and it's still we're rolling with Phillip Rivers, that's going to be a big issue for me because you're not going to be able to tell me and convince me that what I saw last Sunday is something that Anthony Richardson isn't capable of. Not saying he's going to complete maybe as many of the passes that Phillip Rivers completed, but I'm going to try to put Phillip's passing chart on the screen. But if not, if I'm not able to do that, I'll just describe it to you. Phillip Rivers was 18 of 27 for 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, which was kind of like a, last-ditch effort. 11 of those 18 completions were behind or right at the line of scrimmage. I'm talking about like 5 yards and in. You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, What are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it. That's not an explosive offense. That's not an offense that you can win with. Like, that's not how you're going to win games dinking and dunking. Now, if you want to talk about, the Colts had a chance to win the game at the end, the only reason the Colts had a chance to win is because the defense didn't give up any touchdowns. Imagine if we had that same defense and not giving up any touchdowns, and we had an offense that could move the ball 7, 8, 15, 20 yards at a time. We didn't have that. I'm not saying it's a bad game plan. It's just not sustainable. We cannot expect our defense to play lights out every week. Every week, and you have an offense that does little to nothing. Yeah, they keep the ball moving by going 3 and 4 yards at a time. But at some point, defenses are going to just press up on our wide receivers and dare Phillip Rivers to make a tight window throw because he can't. He doesn't have the arm strength to do it. He can't get the ball down there. He just can't. Now he has anticipation throws where he might be able to throw a guy open. But you put Anthony Richardson out there, he will attempt those tight window throws. He can throw a check down. He can throw a screen pass, but he can also open up the offense. He can also make Alec Pierce a credible threat out there. He also will improve the running game because you have a running threat at quarterback. If you're doing the RPO game and you want to actually run the ball, your defense has to account for Anthony Richardson as a runner, and that takes away a defender in the passing game behind them. Phillip Rivers, there is 0% chance he gets any rushing yards or is a threat to run the ball. And that is why if Anthony Richardson is healthy, you put him out there. And I get it. Phillip Rivers didn't come out of retirement to sit on the bench. Maybe he came out of retirement to get his insurance back and running for another 5 years, which, hey, I don't judge you, man. Like 2025, everything is expensive. He's got like 20 kids. I get it. You want the NFL paying your insurance? I'm not going to judge you for that. If Anthony Richardson isn't starting games down the stretch, then I'm looking at the coach and the front office. If Anthony Richardson isn't good enough to beat out 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, while you guys spent the entire offseason saying that he improved from last year and he's become more of a professional and he's done the little things right, I'm going to assume that you guys are lying. You guys are just a bunch of liars, and everything that you said about Anthony Richardson in the offseason, even up to this season before he got hurt doing a training exercise, was a lie. And you guys can't be trusted, and I don't want you guys coaching my team. I don't want you guys responsible for my team, and I don't want you building my team. I can kind of understand not wanting to throw a rookie Riley Leonard out there. I can kind of wrap my mind around why you wouldn't want to do that, I can kind of get that. But the main thing that Shane Steichen said was that we need a guy that knows the offense. And Phillip Rivers knows the offense. Anthony Richardson has been in this offense for 3 years. He knows the offense too. He's a better athlete, stronger arm, and can run the ball. Now, something that I thought about, what would we have done if at the bye week or before the trade deadline, Daniel Jones gets hurt? So this is right before the Falcons game in Germany. Before the trade deadline, Daniel Jones gets hurt. Obviously, we probably don't go after Sauce Gardner, and this is coming off of the 6th turnover game in Pittsburgh. So, because at that point, we know Riley Leonard wouldn't have been ready to play. You guys specifically wanted a quarterback that knew the offense. So who would you guys have traded for? Who would you have gotten? Justin Herbert knows the offense. You obviously can't trade for him. Jalen Hurts knows the offense. You can't trade for him. Tyrod Taylor in the Jets. I don't know if he was starting at that time, but would you have traded for him? Who was Justin Herbert's backup back then? Who was Jalen Hurts' backup back then? Who were all these people that Shane Steichen just overlooked for a 44-year-old that had been retired for 5 years? Please don't do this, guys. Don't embarrass this franchise any more than it already is by continuing to roll out a 44-year-old when you have a top 5 draft pick that you guys said was good enough to start day one. Don't do that. You can't do it. and I've been kind of going back and forth with this about how good was Phillip Rivers against the Seahawks last Sunday. Let me know in the comments, if you watched the game, what exactly did he do well? What did he do well that was so impressive that you guys are like, yeah, he played a good game? Because I didn't see it. I didn't see a well-oiled machine, something that I can look forward to seeing next week. Like, I don't feel better about this offense. I don't. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Talk to you on the next one. Every Monday, 7 in the morning, dropping Colts video. See you then. Peace.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.